Hello and welcome to all students. This is FY BCom semester second class, Mathematical and Statistical Techniques second, unit number 10, normal distribution. In the previous lecture we defined what is normal distribution. We defined the density function of a normal distribution, and we have stated some properties of normal distribution. Also, in the previous lecture, we defined what is standard normal distribution. Okay. Now, in this lecture, we uh, we we are going to find the probability of a given probability of a variable in the given range. Probability of a standard normal variable in the given range. Okay. So, as we know, the curve of a standard normal variable or a normal variable, the curve is bell shaped and it is symmetric about uh, mean or symmetric about mean symmetric about z equal to 0. Okay, already symmetric about mean. If x is a normal variable, now see the curve of standard normal variable z. This curve is bell shaped and it is symmetric about z equal to 0. And if x is a normal variable, then we can convert it into standard normal variable by using the transformation z is equal to x minus mu upon 6, x minus mu upon sigma. It is not 6, it is a sigma. By using this transformation we can convert our standard normal variable into standard normal variable. Here mu is the mean of normal variable x and sigma is standard deviation of normal variable x. Due to the symmetry of the normal curve, we have the area between z equal to 0 and z is equal to a is same as the area between z is equal to minus a and z is equal to 0. So here, as the curve is symmetric, we observe that the area between z equal to 0 to z equal to a will be same as the area between z equal to minus a to z is equal to 0. So the pink area, so in the figure, pink area is same as or is equal to orange area. Okay, so that is the benefit, or that is the most useful benefit of this standard normal distribution or standard normal curve. The total area under the curve is shown here. The total area under the curve is equal to 1. Okay, and as the curve is symmetric, the area left of z equal to 0 is 0.5 and area right of z equal to 0 is 0.5. So if we add these two areas, the total of these two areas will be equal to 1. Now we note down some standard areas. Okay, so here are some standard areas we have to note down. Okay. The first is the area between z is equal to minus 1 and z is equal to plus 1, and that area is 0.6827. Okay, so this is the standard area between z is equal to minus 1 and z is equal to plus 1. So in the figure, the area shaded by using a pink color shows that or it gives the area between z equal to minus 1 to z is equal to 1. Okay. So from this area we can find the area from z equal to 0 to z is equal to 1, and that area must be equal to half of this total area, or we can find the area between z equal to -1 to z is equal to 0. That area also the half of this total area, this pink area. Therefore the we can find the probability of variable shade from -1 to 1 is same as the area from z equal to -1 to z is equal to 1, and that area is 0.6827. Okay, so now let us go to the next standard area, and the area between z is equal to -1 and z is equal to 2 is the area between z is equal to -1 and z is equal to 2 is shown in the figure, and it is 0. It is 0.9545. 0.9545. Okay, so you observe that. So if we want to find the area from z is equal to 0 to z equal to 2, that area is exactly half of the area between z equal to -2 to z is equal to 2. Okay, and here the probability of variable z from -2 to 2 is equal to 0.9545. Therefore we can find the probability of variable z which lies between 0 to 2, and that probability is equal to 1 half into 0.1 half into 0.9545, so half area. Okay, similarly the probability of variable z from -2 to 0 is half of this area. Okay, now let us go to the next area. The area between z is equal to -3 and z is equal to 3 is 0.9973. So as shown in the figure, so curve is a standard normal curve, and it is symmetric about z equal to 0. Okay, and the area shaded by this yellow color gives the area between z equal to -3 and z equal to 3. Therefore we can find the probability of variable z from -3 to 3, and that probability is nothing but the shaded area, and it is equal to 0.9973. So from this information we can find the probability of variable shade from z equal to 0 to z equal to 3, and that probability is exactly half of the probability of z from -3 to 3. Okay, similarly we can find the probability of variable z from variable z in between -3 to 0, and that probability is also the exactly half of the probability of z from -3 to 3. So here also we observe that the probability of variable z from 0 to 3 is same as the probability of variable z from -3 to 0. Okay, so that is very simple thing. Now let us go to the next standard area. The area between z is equal to -4. The area between z equal to -4 and z is equal to 4 is 0.9994. Okay, here also in this graph, the area shaded by pink color, that area gives the probability of variable z from -4 to 4, and that probability is equal to 0.9994. And if we want to find the probability of variable z from 0 to 4, that probability will be exactly half of the probability of z from -4 to 4. And here we again observe the observe that as curve is symmetric, the probability of z from -4 to 0 is same as probability of z from 0 to 4. Okay. Now let us go to the very important statement in the statistic. Probability that a normal variate x lies between two values a and b is the same as the area under the normal curve between the ordinates x equal to a and x is equal to b. Okay, so that is very simple. So the probability of variable z which lies between a and b is same as the area under the curve from x equal to a to x equal to b. Okay, that is very simple thing. It is given in this mathematical form: probability of x greater than a less than b. That probability is same as area under the curve between x equal to a and x is equal to b. That is very simple thing we observe here. Okay, so let us take one example now. Let us take one example. The weekly wages of 1000 workers are normally distributed are normally distributed normally distributed with mean rupees 900 and standard deviation rupees 50. Estimate the number of workers whose weekly wages will be: a is between rupees 900 and rupees 1000. Second, b is between rupees 800 and rupees 1000. So let us write the answer of this question. So answer is, so let x denote weekly wages. In order to find answer, first we have to convert the variable into standard normal variable. Okay, using the transformation x is equal to using the transformation z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma. In this transformation, mu is the mean. In this transformation, the mu is the mean of normal variable x, and sigma is the standard deviation of normal variable x. So here mean mu is given to be 900 and the standard deviation is given to be 50. So let us solve the first part a. As z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma, so when x is equal to 900, the value of z is equal to 900 minus 900 divided by 50. So 900 minus 900 is 0 divided by 50, and 0 divided by 50 is 0. So value of z is equal to 0. So when x is equal to 900, z is equal to 0. Now similarly, when x is equal to 1000, this implies that z is equal to 1000 minus 900 divided by 50. So 1000 minus 900 is 100 and 100 divided by 50 is 2. So therefore when x is equal to 1000, the value of standard normal variable the value of standard normal variable z is equal to 2. Therefore, the area between x is equal to 900 and x is equal to 1000 is same as the area between z equal to 0 and z is equal to 2. Therefore, we have to find the probability of z greater than 0 less than 2. And how to find this probability we see here. Let us consider the standard normal curve, and we observe here that the value or the area between z is equal to 0. So from this curve we observe that the probability of z greater than -2 less than 2 is equal to 0.9545, as we have seen earlier, the probability of 0.9545. Now but we want to find the probability of z from 0 to 2, and that probability is exactly half of the probability of z from -2 to 2, and therefore it is equal to 0.9545 divided by 2, and it is equal to 0.4772. Okay, so now we got the probability of z from 0 to 2, and it is 0.4772. Therefore the total workers with weekly wages between rupees 900 and rupees 1000 is n into p. So here n is the total number of workers and p is the probability. Okay, therefore here it is equal to 1000 into probability 0.4772, and if we take a product it gives 477.2 and approximately equal to 477. Therefore the total number of workers having weekly wages in between 900 to 1000 is 477 approximately. Okay, now let us go to solve the next part, means B part of this question. We have to find the number of workers having wages between rupees 800 and 1000. Therefore z is equal to x minus mu divided by sigma, and it is equal to x minus 900 divided by 50. So mu is 900 and sigma is 50. Now we put the values of x. When x is equal to 800, value of z is equal to 800 minus 900 divided by 50. This implies that z is equal to -2. This implies that z is equal to -2 when x is equal to 1000. So value of z it is equal to 1000 minus 900 divided by 50. This implies that z is equal to 2. Therefore the area between x is equal to 800 and x is equal to 1000 is same as the area between z is equal to -2 and z is equal to 2. Okay, so this is due to the as we have converted our normal variable x into standard normal variable z. Okay, therefore the probability of x lies between 800 and 1000 is same as the probability of z in between -2 and +2, and that probability, as we know that probability is 0.9544. Okay, therefore the number of workers having weekly wages in between 8 100 and 1000 is equal to n into p. N means total number of workers and p is the probability. Therefore here total number of workers are 1000, and here in this case the probability is 0.9544 and the value is equal to 954.4 954.4. So approximate value is 954. Therefore the total number of workers having wages in between 8 wages in between 800 to 1000 is 954 workers. Okay, now okay, so this is the end of our lecture. Okay, and thank you very much for paying attention.